Hello, everyone. This is Tom Fox back with Michael and Melissa Novelli for another episode of the award-winning The Paw Talk. Hey, guys.
Hey, what's happening? Thanks to you, we got that award because you're the one that started the whole Paw Talk. So thank
Well,
you.
so guys, here we are in December. So we're going to talk about the holidays. We're going to talk about dog safety during the holidays. You guys had a huge gig in November, got a lot of publicity for that. And you've actually also got another holiday contest / event we're going to talk about. But before we get there, we're going to talk about Melissa's boyfriend,
Oh,
Kane. And for those of you who are listening to this, her smile just lit up the entire screen when I said that name. So, Melissa, tell us about your boyfriend.
oh my gosh. He is one of my most favorites ever. Kane is a little fire plug pup who comes in here. And the first day he was so scared, he was pancaked on the ground. And when his handler Avery brought him in, you could tell he was scared. He wanted to go back out. And each week it got a little easier for him to come in, and we'd see a wag every now and then. And our trainer, Melissa, just worked magic with him. And every time he'd come in, I'd be like, hi, Kane. Hi, Kane. So I think he started to recognize my voice, because when he would be in the arena and he would hear my voice, he would come over and kind of look under the gate and kind of follow me as I was going through. So the one time I looked in there, he did a play bow, like he wanted to play. And so I said, oh, can I come in? And they're like, yeah. And we were running. He was chasing me. And each week, that's our thing. So he trains 1:15 to 2:15. The last 10 minutes, I get to go play with him. The one time he was giving me kisses, and he had never gotten on the platform before. So I sat down and I had a little hot dog and I coaxed him. He got up on the platform, turned around, sat, laid down, and it was just, you couldn't believe it. It was just so amazing to see how much he's flourished. Then I started to sing to him, You Are My Sunshine. And at one point, he just stopped. He looked up to me with his eyes. I could barely hold back the tears because it was just so, heartwarming. So hopefully, maybe one day Kane Novelli will become part of our family.
Ooh,
He's
Michael.
amazing.
She has a lot of dogs that, hopefully they get adopted quickly. Otherwise, they'd be at our house. But Kane is the most recent one. And she talks about him daily.
Oh my gosh.
Daily.
Just the best.
Well, tell us about Oliver.
So Oliver Pot Pie is
I like the pot pie. You'll hear why.
This amazing smarty pants who just started in our program. He's already had 2 sessions. This poor guy was in boarding for 11 months and never got out of his kennel ever. So now he is at the boarding facility where we walk, and they said that he was a little nervous around women. So of course I wanted him to start to get comfortable with me, just in case. I didn't want a volunteer to get hurt or anything. And then volunteer Pat says, Melissa, I'm probably going to be transporting him, so why don't you let me start walking him? So I said, okay. And he is smart as a whip. Sit down, shake, high five, knows it all. And Pat says to me one time, she's like, yeah, he loves pot pies. And in my head, I'm thinking, wow, she is sure a dedicated volunteer making pot pies for these dogs. This is amazing. So I said to her, she said, well, here's a pot pie for him. I'm like, what do you mean? I go, what, did you make more pot pies? It's a treat. She's like, no, it's called chicken pot pies. I was like, wow, I was really thinking you were going above and beyond. But Oliver has flourished with the volunteers, and now he comes and he works with Keith, and he is just blossoming into this amazing dog, and he's building trust, he's building confidence. And each week it's a little bit of a new adventure with him, because we start to see more of his personality, and just amazing. And thank God for the volunteers, because they have really worked magic with some of these dogs, with their time, their dedication, their compassion, and their patience, because some of them takes a little bit more time than others to get to know them and really see their true personality.
What kind of dog is Oliver?
He is, I would say, like a cattle dog. He's cute as a button, and but of course he was surrendered for biting and hadn't come out, of his kennel. So to see him out and in the fresh air and walking and just like really, he's a working dog. He wants to work. He always wants to do something, for his treats. He wants to sit, he wants to shake, he wants to, give a high five. And he just really, really is coming out of his shell. He was uh adopted during COVID, so he hadn't had much socialization. So I think that has a lot to do with
That's Penny Lane.
That's the
it.
best.
Yeah, that's our newest. So tell us about Kenzie.
So Kenzie was a dog that came here, and every time Kenzie came, tail tucked, scared. Our friend Jennifer, who we started volunteering with at the shelter many, many years ago, she works with one of our rescue partners called Wagon Tails Rescue Oregon. She transports dogs for them. She's fostered, I think, 500 plus dogs at her house. She's amazing. So Kenzie, she kept bringing back and forth for training. And Kenzie was with the NSPCA or no,
Wagon Tails.
Wagon Tails. And we kept telling Jen, just we all know Kenzie's going to be your dog. She's, no, no, no. I already have dogs. Well, after a certain time, guess who adopted dog number 632? Jennifer added Kenzie to her pack.
And
Was,
Kenzie loves to go camping.
yes.
She's really another dog that was so fearful and so scared, has really been building her character, and she just is like made for camping. She loves it.
So the last time we were together for a podcast, you talked about an upcoming fundraiser you were going to have in November. We're recording this in December, so that event has happened. So I wanted to start with, could you tell us about the November 12th event? And could you tell us about being honored by the city of Las Vegas on that date? So, Michael, tell us how the fundraising event went and what the honor you received from the city was.
So the Hope for the Holidays event we started about probably 5 or 6 years ago, and we held it in our back parking lot, and we've really expanded to where we had local entertainers. And Joanne Downey, she's a great part of our team. She brought a lot of the local entertainers here that perform on the strip. We had Tape Face, Tape Face. He was on America's Got Talent, and he's got a show on the strip. And John was here. He did Austin Powers. We had Travis Clower. He was the longest playing Frankie
Jersey
Valley and Jersey Boys here in Vegas. I mean, just so many great talented entertainers that donated their time to come out and mingle with the people that came to the free event.
The Chippendales.
Oh yeah, the Chippendales, the ladies. I forgot about the Chippendales. I didn't really care about the Chippendales. And then we had Linda Moore dressed up as Marilyn Monroe. She does that, and she was great. And we had a lot of great people come out for that. And that was our best Hope for the Holidays ever for fundraising, which was really exciting. And everybody has a great time. It's free. You get to mingle with everybody and, get pictures with Santa.
Great vendors.
Yeah, we had great local vendors. We had like 35 vendors, the biggest ever for vendors. So it was a great event. And then Mayor Carolyn Goodman from Las Vegas proclaimed November 12th, 2023, Pawtastic Friends Day. So that was really cool. So she did a video we put up on social media, reading the whole proclamation. In fact, I have the proclamation right here. I was just thinking, hey, this is in the office. So there it is. Our camera's a little backwards, but proclamation from the mayor of Las Vegas. So that was a pretty cool honor to know that, we're being recognized, that, changing the world, because that's what it's all about. That's what you're doing with helping us change the world, telling people what we do at Pawtastic Friends, and we greatly appreciate it more than you could possibly know, because the more people that know about what we do, the more dogs we can help, the more lives we could change, and the more lives we can save, because that's exactly what Pawtastic Friends is.
Well, I wanted to ask you as we close, you've got one event coming up, and it's a unique contest that I'm aware of, uh, but it's a where you, I think, submit wreaths or Christmas wreaths, and the winner gets a big prize. So, Melissa, I'm going to ask you to tell us about this contest and how our listeners can support Pawtastic Friends in your entry this year.
So, Boyd Gaming, they put on a contest called Wreaths of Hope. And at each of their 7 properties, there are 5 charities that are invited to create a wreath that showcases what their organization represents and what their organization does. So our creative team, Sandy, Joanne, and Susan, worked diligently, and Julie as well, and Linda. They all contributed, and the wreath is huge. It's about 60 inches, so it hangs and is huge. We only had a couple days to attach everything because it was right after our Hope for the Holidays event. So our wreath hangs in the Orleans Hotel and Casino, and every day you can vote in person, and first place wins $3,000. And then out of all 35 charities that are in the contest, there's a social media portion. And whoever wins the most votes on social media out of all 35 charities wins an additional prize pool of $2,500. So last year we were fortunate enough to win at Aliante. So we won first place, $3,000, and we won first out of all 35 charities, which was an additional $2,500. So you can go online, you can vote, and we really appreciate it. Voting ends Friday at 11:59 p.m. And next Tuesday, the 19th, they have a whole awards presentation. And the girls, they never fail to amaze me. They always rock the wreath.
I was in the office running the center last year and watching a live stream. I was crying in here because the excitement of the girls when they won was awesome. Because the thing about Pawtastic Friends, we're different than a lot of the other nonprofits. The people that get paid here is the landlord, the utilities, and our trainers. Melissa and I work full time. All of our volunteers work full time. We don't take a penny. We pay to keep our lights on. We pay to keep our trainers here. And we donate all the training. We don't ask to rescues for anything. We raise all the funds and we pay for everything. So that's what makes it unique. The money goes where it's supposed to the dogs.
So vote, vote, vote.
Yeah.
We need your vote.
So before we leave, I want to get 3 things from you. Number 1, if people want more information on Pawtastic Friends, where do they go? Number 2, if people want to donate to Pawtastic Friends, how do they do it? And number 3, Melissa, how do they vote? So how do you want to answer those 3?
Number 1 and number 2, pawtasticfriends.com. What's great too is we just we set up Zelle. So everybody has that banking app in their banking. You can donate right on Zelle to Pawtastic Friends. We have everything on our Facebook page, everything on our website. So real easy. Pawtasticfriends.com. Number 3.
Melissa, how do we vote?
So if you're in Las Vegas, you should go down to the Orleans and vote in person and help us win that in-person voting. Otherwise, you can go on,
It's social media. It's social media. We have it on all of our links. On our we're Pawtastic Friends LV on Instagram and Pawtastic Friends on Facebook. The links are there daily, multiple times.
Yeah.
It's in our reels and also on our stories.
But what you can do is go to our website, pawtasticfriends.com, and it pops up right away, gives you the link to vote.
That's the easiest way. Vanessa,
and we need your votes.
Vanessa, our website manager, she does a great job on the website and doing all that. So she's got it. So when you type in pawtasticfriends.com, boom, Wreaths of Hope, vote. You got till the 15th, which is Friday.
Friday, 11:59 p.m.
Yes.
So for those who don't know, Mike and Melissa are both from Chicago. So we all know what vote means. Vote, vote, vote. Guys, thanks so much. I look forward to visiting with you next time.
Thanks as always, Tom.
Thank
Greatly
you.
appreciate you.
All right. This is Tom Fox again. Thanks so much for listening to this episode of Pawtastic Friends, the Paw Talk. I hope you will consider a donation to Pawtastic Friends. You can go to their website, www.pawtasticfriends.com, for more information on them and to make a donation. Also, the wreaths Christmas competition that Pawtastic Friends is a part of is also available for voting on their website. So check that out as well. Pawtastic Friends, the Paw Talk, is now the award-winning Pawtastic Friends, the Paw Talk, and is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network.